Hi there, it's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sense, with a quick web business tip for you today. So, if you are looking to grow your Periscope, your Facebook Live, your live stream following, I'm going to share 5 smart strategies with you. And these strategies are inspired by my Grow Your Following 7-Day Challenge. If you haven't started it, you can start today over at gyf.sistersense.com. So let's jump in. One of my favorite live stream platforms is Periscope. You can find me there over at periscope.tv/sistersense to see some of the replays that I have there. One of the best ways to grow your following, number one, is to talk about your live streams and where they are. So I just told you, periscope.tv/sistersense. If you've never followed me, perhaps you are new to me, you'll go there, you'll check it out, and maybe you'll hit follow. Talk about your live streams more in other conversations so you can get people excited about taking advantage of your show, okay, your virtual show or your live stream series. That's number one. So write that down and ask yourself, am I proactively talking about my show when I have conversations on different platforms? Okay, this could be verbal or this could be written. This could be, you writing on, let's say, for example, you do Facebook Live and then you tweeting out, hey, in case you missed it, I was on Facebook Live yesterday. Click here to watch, right? Talk about your virtual show, your live stream more often on various platforms. Okay. Number 2, hopefully you do this. If you don't, make sure that when you start your live stream, strategically in the beginning, do this. Okay. But not just the beginning, somewhere in the middle and also at the ending, tell people, or rather ask them to share, right? At the beginning of my live streams, I like to tell people, okay, this is what we're going to talk about. If you think this is something that's interesting to your following, share it with them, bring them in, right? Tweet it, do what you need to do. Somewhere in the middle, I'll also say, same thing, right? Or at the ending, if you're watching in the replay, if you liked it, feel free to follow me and again, share it with your following. So don't just say it once, say it at, multiple times, so that you can, proactively get people to share what you are creating, right, with their following. And that's a great way to not only simultaneously promote your stream, but when they start to share it out, you may find that on those various social followings, those platforms, your following grows on those platforms as well. So when I do a Periscope Live and then it goes out to Twitter and people retweet that helps me to grow my Periscope Live following plus my Twitter following too. Okay. So that's number 2. Number 3, this is a smart one, okay? Invite guests to come onto your live stream show, okay? Number 1, this is great because depending upon your guests, people might be excited about seeing them. Number 2, then you're not the only one promoting your show. People love to be featured on stuff. So they're going to be like, oh my God, come and catch me on ... That's going to help you grow your following. Now, here's the deal. There are various tools and resources that you can use to do a split screen so that people can see you and they can see your guest. I'm not going to talk about that today. I'll just share the easiest way to do this, especially for those of you who are non-techies, okay? Easiest thing to do, call them. Call your guest, right? You're live streaming so people can hear your guest talking and they can see you on the screen. If you don't know how to do this, the easiest thing to do is to just, call them. But outside of just calling them, one of the things that I recommend is having a conference line. I use freeconferencecall.com, so you can, call them. They can be on. Your people can even call in, right? So you can simultaneously do a live stream and a virtual call. And at the same time, you can record it. So yeah, it's cool to just call them. It's the easiest way to have a guest on. But I like to do a free conference call and record it so then you can have the experience in audio format, plus you have it in video format with your live stream, right? So it's like a double win. Okay, so that is number 3. Hopefully you're still here with me. Like I said, these are some smart things that you can do to grow your live stream following. And this particular training session, these tips that I'm sharing with you today, however you want to call it, it's inspired by my Grow Your Following 7-Day Challenge. If you haven't started it, you can start over at gyf.sistersense.com. So let's get into recommendation number 3. one of the things that you want to do is to proactively research different organizations, different communities that are designed to help other live streamers grow. So for example, on Periscope, there's Peri Girls, and one of my personal favorites, Black Bizscope. And I've been on Black Bizscope quite a few times. And essentially, it's kind of like, I guess the easiest way for me to describe it is a round robin. They will have on Fridays several Periscopers do 15-minute inserts, right? So that people go on Black Bizscope on Friday so that they can watch and learn about all of these amazing people and learn these new things. And every time, it's also called Pass the Cast, because essentially every time one person finished their 15-minute, they say, okay, go to the next one, go to the next one. So simultaneously, it's a great community to help your live stream grow. So you can look for communities like that, Pass the Cast, or you can even create one, right? Initiate one, connect with maybe, 3 or 5 of the people in your circle and say, hey, let's do a Pass the Cast on XYZ day, so that together we can help each other grow our followings, right? It's a smart way. People strategically do that all the time, whether they join larger live stream communities with this incentive, or they just create a Pass the Cast opportunity for themselves. Recaps, okay? This is so smart. One of the things that I like to do is, as soon as I get off Facebook Live or Periscope Live, I jump on Instagram and I do a quick 60-second recap. And I say, hey, this is what I talked about on my live stream today. If you missed it, go watch the replay. Excuse me, tongue-tied. If you missed it, go watch the replay over at periscope.tv/SisterSense. And then people will see it and they'll comment and go, ooh, that sounds interesting. I'm going to go to Periscope and follow you, right? So you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of your other social media platforms and cross-promoting your stuff, right? So if you're on Twitter or Instagram or even on, LinkedIn, right? Go on LinkedIn and say, hey, I am on, or I'm going to be on, and share your recaps on other social platforms. You can even email it out to your community, right? My community, my email list, it's my best asset. So I'll jump on an email and say, hey, listen, did you miss my live stream? If you missed it, go watch the replay, right? Share a recap. This is what we talked about. Go watch that replay. Okay. So here is the last one that I am going to share with you today. Okay. If you want to grow your following, right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take a look at the live streams that you have done. Hopefully you've saved them. And I want you to find about 3 to 5 of them. Then I want you to upload. I hope that you're doing this strategy, but if you're not, you need to start. Upload those replays onto Facebook. You can upload them onto YouTube. Now, this is going to do 2 things for you. Number 1, it's going to help you grow your following on other social platforms, right? So on YouTube, my YouTube channel is user L Henry. That's my username, L Henry, LHENRY. You can look me up, or you can just kind of look up Sister Sense on YouTube and you'll find me. But you'll see that quite a few of my Periscope live sessions, I saved them and I uploaded them to YouTube. That helps me grow my YouTube following, and it also helps me get people from YouTube over to my Periscope live stream. Okay, so make the most of those replays, save them, upload them to other platforms so you can get more shares and more followers. Hopefully these are strategies that are helpful to you when you learned a few things. Maybe some of these you've tried, maybe some of these you need to try. Of course, this is inspired by my Grow Your Following 7-Day Challenge, which you can participate in. Go to gyf.sistersense.com to start the challenge today. Of course, if you have any questions for me, because I talk fast, I've got a lot of information. I've been doing this for 17 years. My website, by the way, sistersense.com. sistasense.com is where I help entrepreneurs make sense of making money online as a web designer and full-time informationpreneur who loves to mentor women entrepreneurs. This is what I do all day, every day. So if you've got questions about blogging, social media marketing, making money online, you're certainly welcome to email me, sistersense@gmail.com, or leave a comment here if you care to do so. But like I said, the best place to start is the Grow Your Following 7-Day Challenge, especially if you are looking for new ideas or just a starting point. You're kind of of like, fresh kid on the block, new kid on the block, looking to figure out where to get started. And not just with social media, I talk about different types of platforms on which you can grow your following. Again, this is LaShanda Henry, aka Sister Sense. Take care.